Alright guys, here we are again with another episode of Second Galaxy. So right now, I am getting the shit kicked out of me. Not really, but kind of. So I got 4 battleships and all the recruits blasting away at me. It's a real good time. I'm really enjoying myself. But, as you can see, the King's Guard is still as overpowered as ever. So that was 4 battleships. They just ran away from me. The main reason I'm doing this video, I know I haven't recorded in a while and I'm sorry for that, but the main reason for it is that I was getting a little bit bored with the game because the game was not very balanced. Ships like the King's Guard or a Sentinel lineup in general were way overpowered. Everyone was using the ship, everyone was just nullifying each other's energy, and it's basically whoever could bring more Sentinels to a small gang fight won the fight, you know. It's kind of silly. But they're coming out with a patch on October 22nd, so another, what, 5 or 6 days, something like that. And they're going to set up different size energy nullification devices. And to me, that's awesome. That means that there will be a little bit of balance, a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, restored to the game. And I am definitely looking forward to that. Let's see, what is a Kieran? I don't even remember what a Kieran is. Anyways, these Russians are actually showing up to fight. That's pretty cool. So, when that balance patch hits, I'll be interested to see how this ship fares versus others, and how well other things will do when they come to light. I've been looking into a couple other little builds that I think will be pretty fun. So we'll see how they fare. Not really sure yet, but we will see. What's my recruit doing? It's not dead yet. It's a good sign. Typically. He is just doing whatever he wants to, though, ain't he? Man, that is annoying as hell. I guess we'll go over here and kill this guy. I mean, no, he's warped out. Highly annoying. So for some reason, recruits decide they don't want to attack what you tell them to attack when you tell them to attack it. Not quite sure what's up with that. It's really, really annoying though. So we'll go ahead and retreat the recruit for now. We'll just kill this guy manually. Typically I try and save my ammo and cooldowns for whenever a small ship comes in, like a devotee or whatever that neutralizing destroyer is. Those tend to need my attention for the launchers on my ship. But whenever it's just me and this guy, I'm not too terribly worried about it. I can just blast away at him. And it's also a good idea since with my setup in particular, these launchers actually take quite a bit of cap. It's nice to save cap and use it to run other devices like your propulsion device and nullifier and stuff like that. Make sure you've always got cap readily available. If you leave it on auto, sometimes it will drain your cap to below subpar levels, you know. It's not a good place to be. And what is going on here? Catch up to him. What's going on? Is a Kieran a Tech 2 or something? Oh, I guess it is. Whatever. It's a dead Tech 2, whatever it is. But yeah, so like I was saying about the balance patch, I am thoroughly looking forward to seeing what comes of this new balance for the nullifiers. Hopefully the medium nullifiers will be much less powerful than the large nullifiers. I mean, I think we've all thought this since the beginning of, you know, the start of when nullifiers became prominent PvP, which is basically day one. There needed to be some kind of balance patch. Now they're giving it to us, so I'm interested to see how exactly it's going to work. Are the large nullifiers going to require more percentage cap or more numerical cap? Being, are they not going to be based on percentage base anymore? Is it going to be requires 10,000 cap to deplete 6,000? Is it going to be a higher percentage base that it depletes compared to the smaller devices? How it works and the numbers, I don't know, but we'll see what comes of it. I'm extremely tired today, running on hardly any sleep. Been working my ass off at work. Haven't had any time really to play the game, and honestly was quite bored with it for a little while. So hopefully this new patch will give me a reason to get back into it and try out some new builds. I've actually been theory crafting a few other builds as well that I'm looking forward to trying out once this patch comes through. It'll give me a reason to play something besides a Kingsguard, because let's face it, nothing really stands up to this ship in 1v1. You have to either have Tech 3 modules and burst this thing down before I can hit my super device, or you're dead. That's all there is to it. Or you have to bring Sentinels and Kingsguards to fight it. And to me, that's pretty boring when I don't have any kind of a challenge. Or you can do like these guys and bring in 5 battleships and hope for the best. But as you can see, even the 4 and 5 battleships run from this thing because it's just too powerful. Let's see what we got going on here. Go ahead and drop the recruit. No reason not to. So yeah, this guy is going to die a horrible death. I feel kind of bad for him. He came in a little bit too late to the party. Doesn't have any friends here to back him up. My recruit's just going to blast through his shields like it's nothing. I mean, these tier 3 recruits are just ridiculous. And he has a lot of warp core stabs, so good for him. Maybe I'll go to a tier 3 disruptor instead. A little bit of insight to what I'm using here. Tech 2 short range disruptor. It has ruined many people's days. Having that strength of 4, it really throws people off when they think they're safe with just 1 or 2 warp core stabilizers, and then this 4 points hits them. A tier 3 has 6 points. I might go get one of those, only like 5 million. But typically this is a really cheap build I've been trying to stick to, so if I lose it, I only lose like 6 million Gala, so that would increase the price of the build substantially. But in the end, even a 10 million Gala ship is nothing if it performs the way you need it to. Alright, so I guess I will scout for a different system. See if I can get some more fights going. As you can see, running the alt over here on this screen. Always checking for new things. Let's see. I'll go one system over as an activity level of 51, which is pretty high out here. I'm in red rum space right now. Haven't had too many fights out here. They seem to be, I'm not going to trash talk, but they're a little bit less organized than a lot of the Chinese groups that I fought recently. So haven't had as many fights, or exciting fights, I guess. More or less, they just tend to feed me kills. That was probably one of the more organized groups where they warped in 4 or 5 people to fight me at once. Still nothing spectacular or really even noteworthy to me. But any fight's better than no fight. So, let's see. Go ahead and go over there. Actually, you know what? This guy's got a lot of resources. I'm taking them. They've got 15,500 resources in this little raid here, so I'm not going to let that go to waste. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I've earned it. So in a couple minutes, I'll go to the next system, and I'll start a new video there. Thanks for watching, guys.